Hi and welcome to my channel. Today we are continuing with the beginner series. So we are going to talk about animation blueprints. So before I start the tutorial, I want to say thank you to everybody that support me. And if you want to support me, you can go to my Patreon page. And if you want to help me creating games or you want to talk with me directly, you can go to my Discord channel. So thank you and let's start the tutorial. So go to Unreal. So in here, when I talk about blueprints, the animation blueprints. So in this template, the third person template, they already have a blueprint. They no here they're gonna be in the mannequins animation blueprint animation. So we want to create one from scratch because to understand how this work. So let's do that. So when you create a character like this one, I already created, he already have the blueprint. So they have it in viewport. Oh, we don't need this. So we got to go to mesh. In here, they want to set here in animation class, third person animation blueprint. So they're gonna be this one. So in here they have a little event graph. They're gonna be the same like the normal blueprints. So all the code you need to make, everything. And also they're gonna have this, the animation graph. So there is the difference from this blueprint to another one. Because here they wanna set or how to the character they wanna do. So if you wanna be the arrow running, gonna be jumping, stuff. So let's do it from scratch. So we want to go to the content browser. Right click, we want to create a new blueprint. But this time you have to go to animation because it's animation blueprint. So go here, create one. You can use all what you want from here, but we only need the first one. So animate instance. You want to choose what skeleton you want to use. So I only have one because it's the third person template. So I want to use the skeleton. So I'm going to be okay. So now we created, I put a name like DP Anim blueprint. So now we have the animation. So we want to put this in the character. So go to the blueprint, go to animate class. We want to change to DP animation blueprint. Right now it's nothing, so we compile and save. If you go play, you can see the player, they don't do absolutely nothing. You can move still because the character have the inputs, but the character don't respond on the animation we have. So we want to do that. So we need to go to animation blueprint, like this one. No, this one, we're gonna create one from scratch. So on this one, DP animation blueprint. And here, we want to first create something here. We want to create a state. So right click, you wanna say new state machine. They wanna be this one, machine. You click it, you put a name you want. I always name it for example, main state. I don't know why, but I like to put the name. And you connect this with this one. So we compile and save. So now we have a main state. But inside, they don't have nothing. If you see the other one, we're here, we have all this stuff. So we need to idle, run, everything like that. So we want to create that. So first, we need to create the same we have here. They want to be, if you see here, you will open it, you want to have here a blank space. So we need to create a blank space. So you want to be here, right click, you create a new blueprints, animation, you want to set blank space. You can use D1 if you want to go, sorry. So if you want to go for all the duration, this is good if you use it for a shooting game. But if you only use it for walking and running, this is gonna be okay. 1D. So I wanna use D1 first. You need to use the skeleton. I wanna put the name DP idle, maybe run like that. So now we have this. So when you open it, they wanna tell you you have to make a few things here. So first you go to the left click. The horizon axis is gonna be from here to here. So we need something here, some name. So what will you want? Right now we want to go to the speed because I want to go to the arrow to go walking. In the walking, they're gonna be run. So we need speed. So it's gonna be here. I put a name speed like that. How much speed you want? The minimum gonna be 0 because that's idle, and the maximum they're gonna be the name the speed for running. So running for me they're gonna be 600. So we'll put 600. So like that. So now you need to choose how many rows you need. I only need 3 because I only have idle, walking, and running. So why you need 2, 4? So we're gonna put 2, for example. So now we have 1, 2, and 3. You don't need more on that. So let's use. So I'm gonna use idle, put in here. So now it's idle. If I go to walking, it's gonna be 300. I don't have nothing, so I need to choose walk like that. And if we go running, I want to be run. So now we have this small blend space to idle, walking, and running. So we have this stuff. So we can save it and we can close here. So we're gonna go to the our Anim blueprint. We can close this. We don't need it. So here we can do two things. We can create a new from here, or you can use put this inside here. They say no, but they're really that. So I'm gonna put here idle run, for example. So here we need to connect the entry. They're gonna be the first things here. So from the entry, you're never gonna be go back. So for only gonna be only here. So if you open it, they're gonna have this blank space. But we need something to fit here because the character they don't know how much speed they have. They only have 0. They say hey, here. So if I go play, you can see this is an arrow. But if I want to walking, this still thing they're gonna be 0. So we need to change that. But if we have here change the, for example, 150, they're gonna be walking. But if we do that, they don't have nothing because they're walking, slow walking, because I put 300 for walking. But they don't know the how speed I going because we need to update that every time, not just one time. So let's do that. So here, go to DP animation blueprint. We need to fit something here. So from here, on track it put promote to variable. So we now have the name speed. So compile and save. So now we know get this speed. From here, you can use the value you want. It's okay, leave it whatever they want because I want to change this in real time. So how to do that? So we need to go to the event graph. So in here, we have event blueprint update animation, and also we have 3 get pound owner. That's perfect if the character die for whatever reason, they don't want to still casting this because sometimes they give you error. You cannot avoid that to use only from here set is valid. You can use whatever you like. I like to use these ones. So in here, that means that I only want to run the real time only if the character is valid, if it's still alive, for example, or is in the game. So if it's valid, I want to do something. So I want to calculate the velocity. So how we can do that? If we see the other blueprint, they have the template here. Nope. Okay, so gonna be mannequin, animation. Sorry, yeah, right here. So if we see here, they have a here for jumping. We don't need it right now. So we need to do this. So we want to get the velocity and also the vector, how much long the velocity they have. So let's do that. So from here, they want to be from here, get velocity like that. And here, they want to put length. So vector length. So we know how much it is. So we want to, now we have the speed already. So, but we want to fit this one. So if you set it, they're gonna all the time change change this speed with this value all the time because they're running delta time, so it's gonna be running all the time. So we need, if you want 0, they're gonna be 0. If you want 100, it's gonna be 100. So compile and save. So let's try now. So if you want to stop this, you can speed put 0, so then they don't move at all. So it's better to look at that. So now if you go play, now we're on 0. If we're walking, we're running because the max speed running. So if they go more slow, they're gonna be walking. So you more speed, they're gonna move all this stuff. So that is like how to animation blueprint work. But if you want to do something different, for example, you want to change some values, for example. So I want to, for example, be jumping. For example, I want to jump every 30 seconds, for example. So let's do that. So if we go to third person character, go to event graph, we have all this stuff. So we need to, only for the demonstration, they don't want to be for a real game. So we want to be right click, make a tick. So we have a tick. So from here, there's going to be a delay. From here, so I want to every 5 seconds, the character jump. So it's going to be get jump. So it's going to be this one. So because already Unreal make this, so that's great. So it's going to be jump. Like that. That's it. So we compile and save. We go play every 5 seconds. They're supposed to jump. So I think now they jumping, but they're not doing nothing. So we need to wait another 5 seconds jumping. But I don't have the animation for jumping. So how we can do that if you have this? So if you have this, they need to know what they're doing. So here we're going to create a variable. So I'm going to set, for example, jumping. So in here, we're inside here, you're going to set it this true. So now it's true, but I want to change again to delay to wait, for example, 1 second. They're not really jumping, so I'm gonna be copy and paste. They're gonna put it's not jumping anymore, so it's false. So that means every 5 seconds they wanna jump, they wanna set it's jumping. So I'm gonna delay 1 second, they wanna say it's not jumping anymore. So let's do that. So go to the animation blueprint, and here we need to add something here because we need that we need to call this that jumping variable. From where? Well, we have it that in the third person character, so we need to cast it from here. So the best way is to cast it just one time, so we can move this around. So from if is valid, they're gonna be cast to DP. Oh no, the name DP is third. Oh my, third person character. The object, they're gonna be what is this? It's the character. So from here, get player character. So now we have the character. If from here we want to promote this to variable. So now we have the reference all the time. So now we have the reference. So now we can call it from here or for a new reference we have. So we can use this one. So get, and from here they're gonna be get jumping. They're gonna have something. So now we have this reference from jumping, but we need something in here to gonna be the same like this one. How we can do that? Well, we can create a new variable. We're gonna call it same jump pin, for example, jumping. So we want to set this to true. So now we have the together the jumping from the character and the jumping from the animation blueprint. But we need to call this in somewhere. So in here in the state, we want to go to the main state, and from here I want to be jumping. So if you go to here, I'm gonna drag something, a new state. I wanna call jump, for example. So go inside, and we need to call the animation jumping. We can use this one. It's not really that great. Jumping in. Let me see. No. Looping or jumping start. We can just use looping. Loop. That'll be okay. So we can connect this and compile and save. So they give you error. Why? Because in here we don't know. They don't tell us how they know to go here. So go inside here. I only go inside here if we are jumping. So if we're jumping, they're gonna be this one. So compile and save. So now from iron run I can go to jumping. But if I jump in, I want to go back again here. So how we can do that? We need to call this back again. So we need to tell what to do. So go inside. So is jumping? No. So it's gonna be get jumping. They're gonna be not jumping. So if it's not jumping, they're gonna be again to idle, working and running. So compile and save. So let this check out. So it's gonna be play. So now we can play after 5 seconds. They're supposed to do the animation. So like that. So stop. Like we can do it again. So after 5 seconds, I have the animation. If I jump in for myself, I don't have that animation. Why? Because we don't call it from there. So if I don't want to do that anymore, so disconnect here and go from my jumping here. So if we connect this to here, set it, we can copy and paste. So when I press jumping, I want to the animation. If I release jumping, I don't have the animation. So compile and save. So go play. Now, after 5 seconds, they don't do absolutely nothing. If I press jumping, they have the animation. When I stop jumping, when I release, they already stop jumping. So like that. That is how the animation blueprint works. So if you want to learn more advanced this animation, they're gonna be in another videos. So if you like the video, you can subscribe to my channel. And if you want to support me, you can go to my Patreon page. And if you want to talk with me directly, you can go to my Discord channel. So thank you. See you in the next video. So bye bye.